Hello, guys. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody is really doing well. And whew, so after a long time, I've been doing this live stream on the YouTube, but daily we've been doing in the World Wealth group and the Discord live stream. But I thought, let's do it today on practically. Let's do it, in the YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this live stream and. My trading view is just I forgot to switch on my trading view and it's loading, guys. Well, today the plan for the analysis is I'm just not only going to look on or have a look on the lower term time frame, but let's also have eyes on the higher term time frame for the Bitcoin and the overall crypto market cap. Surprisingly, I have found a very interesting pattern on BTC on the higher term time frame, which to me is something that we already discussed few months back. This is this kind of a move is was a possibility, and now it seems very realistic that yes, this is a possibility. So yeah, without wasting further time, let's deep dive into the lower term time frame analysis for a BTC and overall crypto market cap, ladies and gentlemen. So you know, um, let's go to the lower term time frame analysis. First of all, if we talk about the BTC, guys, I'm seeing some sort of a triangle formation here on the BTC on the lower term time frame. Normally, this sort of a triangle is very common when we are literally forming some sort of a top move. So this sort of a triangle is very common. It can have fake out at any point of time. So this was the fake out that we had. We took a short yesterday and we closed literally at the break even. Why? Because or very close to the break even actually. It was in green. The reason for me to short this move was because I was thinking that this move is some sort of a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, so it makes sense for me to short the next impulsive move over here, and that was the reason I wanted to short this. But we literally get the fuck out of the short literally on time, else it would have hit our stop loss. But luckily, we got it out at almost a break even. We also took each shot and almost made like 4.5 hour on this each shot, and I think VTC is more or less doing something like this, because if you look at from the perspective of the USD dominance, the USD dominance is having a very interesting lowers in time frame pattern actually. This sort of a pattern, when you look over here, is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this is 1, 2, it needs to have one more push up, but we did not got that push up, meaning that this is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has to be A, B, and C. So the next move down should be 5 waves. And I don't see 5 waves, ladies and gentlemen. It's still missing that move, meaning that we are forming a very interesting descending triangle on USD dominance. It's a perfect descending triangle, which can lead to a big fake out dump, go and test 6.2% or close to those levels. From there, bounce, and it start doing something like this. It just this is more or less looks to me like some sort of a accumulation, manipulation. That's like a deviation, and then you look for an expansion. Something like this makes more sense to me, ladies and gentlemen, for the USD dominance. Now, if you look at from this perspective of the USD dominance, a very similar kind of a move is what you can expect for the BTC as well. 25,900 to 26,100 is what you can expect for BTC. A push up to those levels, because you have 1414 fifth, 1272 fifth to 1414. Now, not necessarily that wave 5 should go to 1414. We have experienced this kind of a setbacks in historically, if you ask me. But there is a possibility that we might just even dump from 1272. which is practically around 25,800. So our bids might just miss by $100 or few dollars. There is a possibility, but let's see. So far, this is the triangle that we have, tells me that we might be having that one more push up, and before we literally start breaking down. Look at the harmonic that we have here on the H4. This is the harmonic that we have, and which is a pretty valid harmonic, guys. A very valid harmonic. Not denying that it's not valid. Very much valid. Of all these things, short opportunity and short that shit from those levels towards the previous week lows of $21,200 levels. That's what you would want to short. Now let's deep dive into the BTC higher term time frame. Let's just watch this on the daily, guys. Now this is the chart that you have in front of your screen, but you won't understand anything about this chart. Even I would not understand. It's a very simple chart, guys. It's a lot of candles you have and blah blah shit. But let's try and understand this. What exactly this chart is trying to tell us. Now, if you really would like to understand, this chart, you need to invert this chart. Meaning, let's do it. Now, this is the perfect way of, and it's a very, the first thing you will find in this chart is that clearly the move up is another impulsive move. Clearly three waves, guys. Not a bottom sign. A bottom has to be 5 waves. A bottom or a top has to be 5 waves. It cannot be 3 waves. Clearly, what I'm seeing is, in my opinion, in my view, if this is A, B, and C, and look at the sell volume over here, this was clearly a trap. FTX dump was a trap for the wholesale market, and it trapped lead sellers, it trapped retailers, it trapped everyone. It trapped everyone, and then it starts dumping. So the BTC starts pumping, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the fifth wave. Now, if you look at from this perspective, it tells you that there are two possibilities. First of all, if this is A, B, and C, we are seeing that this move is most likely going to be a very interesting fan. A fan is nothing but it sweeps the lows, and it starts reversing and makes new highs. Practically a broadening top pattern. If anybody knows about this, it's a broadening top pattern. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the broadening top. And once you get this broadening top, alas, that's where the market starts reversing. This is known as the fan or a broadening top pattern. Now, this is the bearish case for the BTC, but more bullish in the long run. If you look at from the perspective of an alternative scenario, you have two scenarios and a very bullish scenario, guys. Very, very, very bullish. First is inverse head and shoulder, or you can say head and shoulder. So just give me a moment, guys. So a scenario is a very bullish case that we have. It's a very interesting head and shoulder. You can also say that inverse head and shoulder for BTC, and also this is going to be more like a inside out pattern, guys. So we might just get one more sweep down under this range lows, a perfect sweep down and go towards 25,968. This 25,968 is a very crucial levels. If you look at from the daily perspective, this is a very interesting levels. You have a OB there as well, so it makes a this makes it a very interesting levels for a reversal or a bounce actually. So first case, bullish case is this head and shoulder that we have. Now let's try to add some more confluence. I have two harmonics, guys. Now I don't know which one is honestly at this point. It's very difficult to say which one is going to valid and which one is going to get invalidated. The first harmonic that I have is a very nice shark, and this shark is very valid. Honestly, if you ask me, uh, well, this shark tells me that the target for BTC would be somewhere around 25,900 to $26,400. It can go anywhere. It can just bottom anywhere around those levels. If that is the case, which would also mean that this is 1, 2, and the move down so far is wave 3, and it's gonna have push up for the wave 4, retest of 22,730, and then one more push down like this forms a very interesting pattern like this, and then it bounces. So that is the first case, that the more bearish case for BTC. The second is a slightly bullish on lower term time frame, but a bearish on the high term time frame, which tells us that we are going for this cipher. If this cipher is valid, then it is valid actually, guys. Trust me, everything is valid. It has to be 618 or anywhere between 382 to 618, which is 516, and this has to be 113, which is 113. Now the 786 also makes more sense for the neckline around 28,732, which also goes in line with the neckline that we have. This is the neckline, guys, and that's a perfect neckline. So it tells me, this cipher is also valid. Now for this cipher to be valid, how it can go that deep, guys? The only way it can go deep is this is 1, 2, 1, 2, and we are in the wave 3, 4, and 5. So we do something like this. We form a very interesting, bullish wolf waves for the 5 waves. Okay. And we do something like this. Probably that is the only way I see that it's going to play out for 28,000, 28,800 bucks. And from there, we should be doing something like this: 5 waves towards 11,300, maybe even 10,800, guys. But overall, this both the pattern on the high term time frame, it's bearish. The lower term time frame, yes, it can be bullish, but high term time frame is definitely bearish, guys. Something you need to be very cautious of. Now, for this confirmation of this pattern, I need to just wait a little bit. Why? Because the confirmation will be 25,937, and till we don't flip these levels, it is just going to be like a deviation. And once if this is a deviation and reclaim it back, and then it's gonna do something like this. So hence, it's difficult to say that if you're going to play this one or it's just going to play this one. So we have two options, guys. However, on the high term time frame, if you just look at from the perspective of BTC, one thing is for sure that the move on the upside, this was a 3 waves move, and the move on the downside was again 3 waves move. And now whatever we are getting right now on the downside is a 5 wave move. Okay. So the next move should definitely be the 5 waves. However, if BTC don't do 5 waves like this, then it would mean that BTC, if it don't do 5 waves and it does A, B, and C, it would mean that the dips are for buying. It's a clear buy. That's what I would say, just because then it's going to go to $29,000, and even maybe it can go even to the golden pocket zone around 35,718. So the lower term time frame is very clear. High term time frame, we still have some levels, which can give us a strong confirmation. whether the heart and time frame is bullish or bearish. So we need a little bit more patience for the heart and time frame. But we have the scenario, guys. Now, if you look at from the perspective, look at the structure that we have. This is some sort of a downside, and then you got impulsive move downside, something like this. I would like to see one more impulsive move on the upside. I think that this is like some sort of a connector, and once this connector is done, it's just going to have the one more push up, and after that you will see some very big move on the downside. It's just going to reverse. The whole market is just going to start pumping, you know. That's what I would want to see. But we have this possible move for BTC on the high term time frame and low term time frame, guys. Let's also just have a look on the total. We are having a very interesting channel, and the channel formation is very clear to me. 1 2 3 4 886 is the levels where I would like to see it just go there and reject. And once I see rejecting this, you want to see we break this channel. Once it breaks, you short everything. It's just going to retest this whole wave 1 levels. And once we retest those levels, it's just like buy the dip. And when everybody starts buying, this is how it is going to do something like this. Take everyone out and then start pumping up. So most likely, I think my game plan for this is some sort of a 1 2 3 4 5, and buy the dip, probably around either this levels or this levels. We have two levels, two zones for buying the dip. BNB is looking amazing. I would just like to short it around 350, 351, maybe to even 358. That's what I would like to short it. If we do get an impulsive on the upside, it's most likely going to be the fake out and then dump towards this zone, and which is where we buy BNB for once in a lifetime opportunity. ETH is very comfortable, and it's very clear to me, guys. I do think that we may see one more push on the ETH towards an upside, but the way it is that we have lost the equilibrium of the range, most likely ETH is going to do something like this: sweep the lows, go towards 1615 or 1604, because the move down looks like some sort of a wave 1 A, B, C, wave B, 1 2, and most likely we're going to dump, guys. So ETH is going to start dumping from here itself. This is what I think. Let's say if we do happen to get that one more push on the ETH, the plan would be very same. This was the plan for the ETH. I think we discussed over the Discord as well, and that's why we shorted. You go and retest 786 after you get a dump. We got this dump, we retested the 786, and after this what happened is, whoo, it just started dumping. And when it dumps, it just non-stop dumping, because what it does is it goes very deep. So where would it end up? It will most likely going to go to 2618 or 161. Yeah, 161, it makes more sense, and hence we're just going to have the 161. Practically around 1448. That is the levels, very close to those levels. If you see a 1448 to 1440, if you start dumping like this, so it's another sweep down like this, and it just does something like this practically. And that's where you not only keep on continuously sweeping the highs, but we also sweep the lows as well. That's where the structure breaks, and that's where the market shifts from the upside move to downside move. So I think ETH for now is bearish till we are under the levels of 1692. Till we are under those levels, it's bearish. Clearly, it's bearish. If you're longing here, you're gonna get wrecked. Trust me. And even if you're longing, you should clearly have your stop loss under 1632, which is going to hurt you bad. Why? Because there's a likelihood that this is going to get stop out. A very likely chance. So do not get caught in this move, guys. Yes, it's dominance. I would just like to see one more push down, even if it's a fake out, a fake dump, and then start pumping back up or reverse it. So let's see if you do happen to get this move on the downside, guys. There are few alts in my radar, especially one of the alt is near. I'm just continuously waiting for it to flip the range lows. Once it flips the levels of 2.869, we can easy peasy go long, guys. Flip these levels and we're gonna pump up towards equilibrium for 4.574, but till it don't flip, wait patiently. One more alt that I personally like is a chain link, and link marines are at the moment looking great. But why? Because if you look at from the daily perspective, there is a strong accumulation, guys. A very strong accumulation. A very strong accumulation is happening on the link. Yeah, it's a strong Darvish box. Look at this box. It's a strong accumulation, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Just, yeah. Very strong accumulation. What you would want to see is some sort of a deviation, and once you get this deviation, you would be happy to say that, once you get this swing, you start looking for a reversal, something like this. If you really would looking for some sort of a big reversal, oh, I would like to see something like this, and come it back, reclaim it, and then it start pumping back up. Would be great. An alternative view is that instead of it just do a Darvish box on the downside, we might be doing some sort of a more bigger dump towards zero, close to those number, something like this. There are two options. For now, we are holding the equilibrium, which is good sign. So hence, still we are above the levels of 7.6. It is good. It is good. Okay, till we are above this level. So far, I think the way the structure is, what I personally feel is I'm still looking for that move on the downside before we literally look for an upside move. There is no divergence over here. Yeah, but there is a bad divergence on the stochastic. A bad divergence is also there on the RSI over here, from this levels to highs and this to this. So yeah, on the daily there is some sort of a bad divergence, but this is looking great. I just want to see that dump and then pump would be great. RSR, guys, our spot backs pumped 40%, almost close to those levels. And right now, we rejected from the big levels, guys. We already booked 40% profits, having another 60% bag of RSR, which is still at the current market price up almost close to 26.3%. I'm still holding it. Let's see if I start seeing some sort of a accumulation like this. I'm damn sure it's just going to pump up like this. But if it just don't do an accumulation with the low volume like this, if it don't do that, and if I just only see a sell off, then it's going to be more like a distributive top. We're going to exit the market then for the RSR. Phil, I'm out of the trade. Closed. Why? Because I already yesterday mentioned that this is a very big levels. Do not FOMO in. It's just going to go and retest these levels. It's a big key SR. Let it have some another accumulation, and once it have long here and ride the sweep of the highs, and once it does, that's where you play the range. This range is going to give you 30 to 40% profits, guys, for the fill. Have some patience, let it accumulate. If till it don't, just be patient, guys, or else it's just going to wreck you hard. So let's also check, one more alt is Polkadot. It flipped a very important levels, guys, on the as you can say on the daily. What you want to see is a retest, and what retest you want to see is the range highs retest, practically somewhere around 7.2, because that level is a very big levels, guys. 7.2 is a very, very, very big levels. If we are holding these levels and we are above these levels, I think dot can literally start running. Yes, you hear me right. We just need to flip these levels. And if it happens to do that, I think dot is going to have a very big impulsive move. But if we lose the levels again, it's a short. Then we're going to be like another deviation, and something like this is going to happen then. So yeah. Over and all, guys, I think you know, I think the market is more at a very decisive point. USD dominance is a descending triangle, and a similar kind of a triangle that we can also see on BTC. ETH is slightly more bearish than BTC at the moment. Why? Because the BTC dominance is bullish, and as you can see everywhere, the shit coins are pumping. Illiquid coins are pumping, guys, which is of course not a good sign for the overall market. So just stay cautious. And for XRP, I'm still waiting for XRP to flip the levels of 43 cents. I would love to miss the opportunity till 43 cents. However, I wouldn't miss this opportunity to of another 30-35% move on XRP if I have a concrete confirmation that it has flipped 43 cents. Till it don't flip, I'm not going to long. Up to you what you want to do, but I'm not going to long. You will feel that this is inverse head and shoulder, a very interesting inverse head and shoulder. Let it pump. Possibility is there. Even I am looking for the inverse head and shoulder. But let's see. I just want it to have a flip of 43 cents, and then only I will be able to long. Till then, no long for XRP, especially because where BTC is at a big resistance and almost close to topping out. USD dominance is at a big support and almost close to bottoming out. Yeah, I would say that be cautious with the new longs, and you should just be very quick with the longs. Get in quickly, get out quickly. That's what you should do, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to support my work, do trade on Bybit. The link is mentioned in the description. Create an account right now and transfer the funds, guys. And thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. I've already given 2 trades. The orders are set. Let's hope we get fill and we can enjoy the profits, inshallah. Have a nice time. Bye bye.